Of course, I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning making a video of my, especially the blood lantern. So let's see here. Actually, I'll bring the first part up. Solar flagpole light. And come over here. We'll start panning down to the new hurricane lanterns that have been retrofitted with LEDs. Exquisite. So I started off with the single LEDs in here, and wasn't really satisfied with them. So I upgraded them to them 3 LED per spotlight floodlights and installed them into them, and the light output is exquisite. Unbelievable. So it's a little hard to see the light patterns out here because of all the light pollution, but I think you can kind of get, yeah, like right there. So we're looking at the bottom side of this one. You can see the light pattern from this one. So quite extensive. Shines over here on the bushes. And we get the light output from the other one. There's a control box in there. And then all this light coming out of these things. Incredible. So it's actually almost washing out the number. Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. Look at that cast. So you got the light output from this one. And that one. Goes all the way over to the door. It is amazing. Incredible. Wow. I really like them. And then in a couple of weeks, one's going to be red and one of them's going to be green. Very nice. Let's take a look at the backyard. So that was the front one, which turned out to be excellent, especially after I upgraded from that single diode to triple diode spot lamp, flood lamp, whatever you want to call these things. So now we'll take a look at the backyard. So we'll start off with our classic single diode. These are 100% solar powered out here in the backyard in the shed. So these are still operating awesomely. Of course, they've been slightly upgraded to no longer using the smaller solar panels with the lithium battery. So I upgraded to the shed power solar system. So that's what these guys are running on. So very nice light output from these for a single cell, or I should say single diode. So you can see the light pattern from them. Very nice. Lights up a lot. So there's the underside of the warm white one, so you can see the light cast from them. And you can kind of see another light cast. But we'll focus that on in a little bit. So, very nice output from them. I like them. So now we're going to talk about the Blood Lantern. So if you see my live stream Sunday, a couple of Sundays ago, or the Friday, where I explained how I cut my fingers. So this is the one that I cut my fingers on. And this has been automatically put with the 3 LED flood lamps, spot lamps on this one. Look at that output. Incredible. Look at that cast. That's a couple of feet. That's got to be at least 6 or 7 feet. So definitely kind of like sprinkler pattern, where the cast overlaps the adjoining lantern. Incredible. And look at that pattern on the ground. Very nice. So we're going to stand just about right under this thing. And we're going to check out the cast. Look at that. That is about 8 feet. It goes right up to the antenna mast over there. So that is the cast ring from this one, the Blood Lantern. So, let's see if I can focus it. There it is. So I took this cap off right here and tried to drill a hole in it. So I uncrimped this so it would make it a little easier to work on. Well, it did make it easier, but I got them 2 little buggers. So you can just imagine that uncrimped part, sharp as a knife, spinning on your fingers. So we won't focus too much in on that. We got the story of that. So here's the very nice. This one turned out real nice. Incredible light output for homemade and being solar. And since these ones are on that 50 amp hour battery, yeah, these babies are going to burn all night, just as bright as when they turn on at sunset. Because up there's the 5 amp solar panel that recharges that 50 amp hour battery. Very nice. Fantastic light output, especially from the new one, the Blood Lamp. Look at that. Yeah, so that was what I was working on early this morning. So they are bright. Having a 3 LED diode spot lamp, flood lamp in them things is quite different. You sort of see the difference between the two, especially when they're almost side by side. And yeah, they are bright. So are they costly? Well, not really. I mean, if you run it off the system that it come with, they're not really a lot of money. So the lamp itself it was only $21.95 on Amazon, so not a huge lot of money. I mean, they're not the real nice ones, like Dietz or the real old school lanterns and stuff like that. They're kind of like a hobby slash like a party decorative. They're more decorative than they do work, but they're more of a decoration really. And them spotlights, I bought like a 4-pack of them. So the 4-pack of them was like $49.79, but I got them all during that Prime Day deal, so they were down a little bit. Like these guys, they got like a 10% off, so I stuffed them in there. Now, when I tested them, they're about each light draws half an amp on full brightness, so a 2 amp hour 18650 is definitely not going to run all night. So I definitely hooked that in to my 12 volt solar system in the shed there, because you got to have, if you want something like that to run all night, you got to have a big solar setup to run that any kind of solar light out there properly. Because like them XM cozies that are sitting all along the yard there, they don't burn bright all night, just because. And on top of that, this time of the year during a lot of sunlight, so they don't get charged all day long. So if they don't charge fully all in the day, they don't burn all night. So something that would draw half a watt, half an amp, will draw down an 18650 in a hurry. So like for me, that solar setup, that's the big ticket item. So you got to have the 12 volt solar panel. So that was that 100 watt solar panel, that was $80, and then you got to buy the charge controller for it to charge a 12 volt lithium iron phosphate battery. So that 50 amp hour battery that replaced that other one that I had, that was quite costly. Then you got to have the buck converter to buck the 12 volt down to 4 volts to run that controller box that I got set up with the buck converter and the LDR setup relay system. So that stuff was only a couple of bucks. So if you don't already have that stuff, it's quite costly to actually copy what I have. But you get enough of the I guess if you don't care if it burns all night, then it really doesn't really matter. So let's see what else is going on. Friday live stream is going to start introducing into the Christmas stuff. So I got a big box